Good morning. Rise and shine, rise and grind. I'm up writing in my journal. Good morning. I'm doing well. I'm up writing in my journal. Mm, mm. What y'all doing this morning? And you say you doing good. You doing well. That's good. Good morning. Mm. No, I'm just writing in my journal. It'd be crazy when I be waking up with these like super, super deep messages and stuff, and then I gotta write them down. It's giving people been playing God and other people's lives and stuff like that. But pretty much I just woke up this morning and I could not go to sleep, go back to sleep. Um, and then like I said, it's like a song, it's like damn near on loop and it's very annoying, okay, within my subconscious. Now let me see something. So yeah, it's giving you got a lot of different people playing in your energy and stuff. But this message, it says no one is an exception to feeling pain or experiencing hurt or heartbreak. We all have unique lessons to learn for the safety of our heart and soul's growth. Some lessons are learned naturally, while some lessons are forced through no fault of our own. So it's not your fault. I don't know what somebody done been through. Or it's like, do you feel like the pressure? Like you feel pressure. Yeah, that's what it is. And somebody you could be a little bit depressed as well because you feel like things have been happening due to no fault of your own. And it's because other people wanting you to feel things or wanting to teach you a lesson. And it's like loved ones are being affected up in the situation. It's like not too much you could do about certain shit, right? So it's saying it's not your fault and things like that. And some stuff that you just need to release and put in the power, put it in the hands of God, because that's the power that holds it, or whatever the case may be, as long as you're willing to release it, or whatever it is. Well, my thing is, you get your big. Somebody must just like me more than I like them. I don't know. Right now. But yeah, this was a very serious message because I feel like somebody feel like that. Like, and I feel like that. I was wondering some shit. Like, I didn't even do shit. So I don't know what's going on right now. But that's the message. So, mm, 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 mm. It's giving, it's finna be a whole lot of like lessons, forced lessons. You understand people being forced to learn lessons that is like they refuse to learn and things like that. And there's stuff going on and shit. And it's like you might end up, and I feel like this is like a message, like a pre-message to know that like whatever that's going on or happens, it's not your fault. It's not because of you. It's because what I just was talking about. Like up in life, we all be put through different things and stuff like that for our own unique experiences and growth and development, right? And it's like you want to end up seeing people going through shit for trying you. I'm gonna just be honest. For playing God in your life, in the lives of your children, and things like that, or your people. And it's like you might feel a little sense of guilt for certain things, and it's not your fault. And you gonna God gonna show you it's not your fault. It's something about the repercussions for whatever that is recently going wrong that you even have the thoughts where you're thinking like, I didn't do nothing. I don't even know why this is happening or and things like that. And you could be thinking like, yeah, like something that you didn't want or you didn't, but it's not about you. It is just unfortunate, you understand, period, that you up in a situation with somebody who just really got to learn a fucked up ass lesson. I'm not even gonna lie. And it's like, the spirits is not finna play with this other person. This is somebody where matters of the heart is concerned. You could have been with this person before, loved this person before, or something like that, but this person decided to play God up in your life, and it's like them affecting you, and things affect everything that go along with you. It's like you got a purpose or something like that, something that you supposed to be fulfilling, and things that's given like you did it against the odds, and it's like the odds were greater than what they needed to be, apparently, because of what I was just speaking on. Like some lessons were forced up on you to learn. um a lot of it due to people assuming things and not knowing too much or nothing about you, you understand? Or listening to outsiders speak about you that you don't, that people that don't even got access to your life is what I'm hearing. So it's giving that you got a leg up in a certain situation. And the Lord is telling you to not hold back. Okay, where something is concerned. And I got a feeling some of y'all, I don't know if it's like you going to through a court judicial system or if you're in therapy or something, but it's pretty much given like don't hold back, you understand? Or whatever it is, and it's some stuff that done happened in the past, okay? Because I'm seeing the TikTok. Um, so it's pretty much talking about divine timing and divine orchestration. You understand? So somebody most definitely been trying to play God up in somebody's life. With the truth be told, energy here. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back, y'all. So yes, it's telling you don't hold back. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. So it's saying, yeah, you got a deep knowing. And it's like you telling the truth about something, and it's like somebody just like been up on a power trip and things like that is what I'm seeing here, trying to control your life, okay, your personal life, your growth, your development, all of that type of stuff. And it's like, so it's you need to be flexible as well up in a certain up in your situation, because things are going to be changing once again. You understand? And it's like just soon as you getting used to some shit, you understand that somebody done did in your life, shaking your life up and stuff like that. Soon as you get used to some shit, then it change again, end up going back or something. And it's like, why you been spending your time adjusting to the current circumstances and stuff like that. And this is what God been talking about. That's the problem too. You understand? Because whatever happened, it should have never happened. If people would have been up in their right minds, you understand, other than in their minds that are trying to teach somebody some shit or show somebody some shit or prove some shit to somebody, then the shit wouldn't have happened. You understand that part right there? So that's why it's not all smooth, and it's not the situation wasn't really all, you know what I'm saying? It could have been more peaceful. It could have been, you understand, and things like that, but it wasn't because somebody up in a situation is unhealthy. And the thing about it is that person is very selfish and things. They don't care about nobody else feelings and emotions and things. They don't care about what nobody else going through. They only care about themselves. You understand? So you've been focusing on your own personal healing and happiness, and that will help you, but you are sensing emotions and feelings outside of yourself, okay? You are sensing other people's feelings and things like that, and it's like you want to end up having to be around being around some people who going to need more of your love and stuff. And it's like if this is your children and things like that, they're going to be more needy than they've ever been. because of whatever the current circumstances are and things like that. And what I mean by needing is like s- needing special attention and shit like that. You understand? Because of whatever it is that is taking place. Okay. So it's like you could be sensing and stuff, and it's like you're being called to allow peace, you know what I'm saying, to take over your mind, over your heart and stuff. Because I feel like you are very conflicted with the situation in a way where it's like, period. You could want to be destructive. You could want to destroy things. You want to destroy somebody in particular. I'm just keep it real. And I'm hearing the word destroy, like destroy them. Oh my God. So that part is like you've been needing to find time to catch your breath and things like that, is what I'm hearing. Because this situation put you up on it, made you really anxious and made you feel like you got to really make stuff happen up in your life, faster because you're feeling attacked and you got to run and you got to do this and you got to do that and you got to hurry up and get this done and then all of this type of stuff because somebody's been attacking your life, attacking somebody or personal in your life. So what it's saying is that you already know what to do, you know, you already know what to do because somebody is really putting on a facade and stuff like that, and they not gonna be able to hold it up. Is what I'm seeing here. So we can also have somebody copying you and things like that, or something that you do. What I'm hearing is somebody's putting up a facade and they not going to be able to hold it up. Like, okay, it could be a mask that somebody's wearing. And also, I feel like when somebody got with somebody, they was like pretty like financially stable, wealthy, all or something like that. So it's like they seen a different side of somebody. And I don't know, they was probably up in their prime or something like that. And then it's given like now they seeing a different side of that person or something. But it's like you got prosperity coming into your life, is what I'm seeing here. And that's what some people were trying to stop. Okay. Um, Yes, because it's given they don't got gifts from God and you got gifts from God. And I guess the prosperity and abundance that is arising up in your life is a part of the fact that God loves you. So it's like these people wanted to stand in the way of your blessings and things like that. Pretty much like if they got anything to do about it or say about it, then you won't be, you know what I'm saying? Period. Or unless they say yes, unless they, you know what I'm saying? Unless they give you a pass or some shit like that. You understand? But I'm seeing it's not working like that. Okay. Because you were born to be a leader. So it's giving some leaders tried to stop you from being a leader. Okay. Divine feminine. So this could have been other masculines, divine masculines, and some other feminine energies that were trying to stop you from being a leader in this world. Okay. And it's like you got gifts from God here. And this is a part of your new life where in your new life or the way you living now, you are using your gifts and ability, your divine gifts and abilities. Some of y'all is given is probably you were scared too. You were scared to show off certain divine skills and things like that to other people. And it's given like you work on yourself and now you knowing that that's the way to move forward. Okay. Like some of y'all unlearning the things that you've been learning in life or that you learned in life and now you're learning new things. Is what I'm seeing here and applying those things in your life as you move forward. So God wants you to, okay, to it's like you're going to have to take on a whole nother like divine energy is what I'm seeing here because Children are needing compassion. It could be your children in particular. It could be other children needing compassion, is what I'm seeing here. They may be more moody than normal, more emotional. I'm seeing like kids that didn't really cry a lot and things like that. They be crying and stuff because they feeling lonely. They feeling um like nobody understands them. They're more frustrated because they're trying to get understood and things like that. It's like they've been put in weird predicaments and stuff like that with adults who don't understand that children don't think like adults. You understand? People that expect them to just know, do, and be. You understand? So I see some kids like being they needed more attention, you understand, than normal and stuff like that, which could also be a little stressful, you understand? And it's like whatever person caused this bullshit is finna fucking suffer. I don't even care. Compassion here is like you got to be compassionate because it's not just you that feel things. I'm seeing some children in a situation was affected or being affected as well. So it's like you could be very passionate about how you feel up in a certain situation, but it's like you need to understand that you're not the only one that was hurt up in a situation, and remember to be, compassionate while you dealing with the others and stuff, especially the children, right? A situation where there could be children involved, but it's like you could be all having a strained relationship with the parents or the guardians or some shit like that too. But it's like the kids, they miss you or they that type of stuff. And it's like somebody just been doing a bunch of shit to create chaos and conflict up in your life. And it's given that it has not been working. You can wake up with certain things on your heart and up on your mind and stuff like that because these people are like really like weird. You understand? Constantly thinking about you, constantly thinking about the whole situation, how they can gain the upper hand and shit like that. But it's a situation where it's like people wanted you isolated, period. They want you isolated, they wanted total control, clear cognizance kicking in. Okay. So during them situations, it's like you was paying attention to the thoughts and ideas and stuff like that that was coming to you when they was actually working. Okay. When you apply them, somebody fucked up. Because it's like they didn't know that you're receiving divine counsel. Okay. And it's like, even if they do, this a fucking fool. This the type of person that'll try to like act like they're afraid of whatever it is that you could do or whatever you're saying and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah. And this and in this situation, it's like showing that somebody tried to say something wrong with you, but it's clearly something wrong with the other party. It's clear. It's clear. You understand that it's something wrong with that individual. It's clear, and it's like they try to flip the script. It's like it's not gonna be you ain't gonna be able to escape that shit, bruh. Okay? So we'll say a leg up in leadership here. So up in a certain situation, it's like you need to assume the leadership role or position, take initiative up in a certain situation, or you have done so. Is what I'm seeing here. And you did that by walking away from somebody and choosing peace and stuff like that. Though you did that, is given that you still think about the situation a lot. You made your choice and all of that, but you still think about everything a lot, is what I'm seeing here. And I feel like it's nothing wrong with the fact that you be thinking about the stuff. It's giving you time to process your feelings and emotions regarding it or revolving around it. Somebody wondering if a certain situation can be salvaged. It can. But the thing about it is what it's looking like. It's like that person needs to be in control of their own power, their own energy, and they probably taking their power and stuff back. A relationship can be salvaged and stuff like that, but it's given like somebody won't ever like have that same type of a power or control over another person again. So yeah, I'm seeing like a aha eureka moment. It says your loved ones in heaven are doing fine, so let go of worries and feel their blessings. So I see a lot of like ancestral activity and support where whatever this situation is concerned. And it's like somebody's been observing you when they seeing that you have pretty much been indulging in natural pleasures and things like that, whatever that makes you happy. Hi, good morning. Like it's given from now on, somebody's going to be completely like cautious, of how they, are with their energy and stuff. I see somebody protecting their energy by any means. You understand? They don't care if they in love with somebody. They don't care about none of that. And I feel the same way. I ain't gonna lie. So we got gifts from God coming out, spiritual understanding, and to be fair. And that's to be fair. It's like you taking all your God given blessings and power and energy back from somebody. They don't deserve it. You understand? So and this is the person that's wondering if things can be salvaged. So we seeing leadership here. Somebody having a spiritual understanding. You can have a spiritual, deeper understanding up in a certain situation. Okay. And it's like notice how the moon affects your energy, and you have been, but these people have been noticing how the moon affects your energy and other people's energy. You understand? And that's the thing about it. And it's like they've been manifesting off of it. Okay. It's like energy harvesting and things like that, right? So you protect your energy from things like that. And it's like somebody who you were connected to, and it's like you probably weren't even connected to them because of you wanted to be. You understand what I'm saying? Because these people dabble into that type of shit. And remember, yo, you are here. And one part of your divine purpose is to be here to help children. Understand that. So these adults and shit that's pulling up on your energy, you're gonna have to cut their ass off. You're gonna have to cut their well dry. Especially when it comes to your personal life, is what I'm hearing. So chop wood and clear audience. So that part right there is giving you already know what you supposed to be doing with yourself and with your life. And it's nothing to speed up or anything like that. Nothing that needs to be rushed because it requires you to continue to learn and not close yourself off to learning. You got to learn new things and teach them to other people. You are a leader. You understand? So it's like you're not ever really done learning and things like that. And it's not something that you need to rush into. Moon cycles underlying. So you are right about that too, and your clear audience is kicking in because it's a certain song, because those are certain specific people pulling on your energy. You understand? And you're hearing that shit. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, do you motherfuckers ever go to fucking sleep or some shit? You understand that part right there? And that's what it's saying. You woke up writing, and it was creative writing. That journaling that I was doing is not just normal writing. It was God talking to me because yes, that's the type of shit that's been going on. So it's like you've been teaching and learning, especially because you deal with sensitive children, children who could have special gifts and abilities and things, and then they get around other people, and and the people trying to drain them of they energy and they light and all that type of stuff. So they could be experiencing an emotional shit because the quickest and easiest way to fuck with somebody, the energy and stuff like that is to fuck with their feelings and emotions. Some evil ass people. And this is like reminding me of like when I was working in the public schools and I would see the teachers that be bullying the students and shit, certain students, because they see that those students are easily irritated, easily cry, and all of that type of shit. And you got the teachers that you got to remind that you are the teacher up in here. It's your tone, your energy that set the mood and things like that up in your classroom. You keep handling that child that way, that child gonna keep reacting that way. That's the type of shit I say out loud. I don't give a fuck. Like you should know better than that. You understand? I don't care who the fuck classroom it'll be. You should know better than that. I'm sitting around watching. I pay attention to you know what I'm saying? And I don't allow shit like that. I don't care who the hell it is. You a grown ass person bullying a child. What the fuck is wrong with you? Fork in the road in career transition. Okay. So for somebody, they gonna have to find a new way. Okay, because wherever their career is, whatever it is that they do for work, it's finna be nothing for them to do, is what I'm looking at. They finna hit a fork in the road situation. Okay. And you I see a blessed career change for you. Now this could have happened for you to you too, but it's looking like the career change is now here. But yeah, somebody is finna go through some shit because they got a lesson to learn. That's the truth. This person got a lesson to learn about minding their own business and shit like that. And not trying to play God in other people's lives. Leadership here. And you are moving into this field where yeah, you're going to be your leadership skills and things like that are necessary. They're needed. The divine feminine, whatever it is that you have to offer, it's something about your sensitivity, okay? And your gifts and abilities around surrounding like how you are able to read other people's feelings and emotions. And at the same time, it's like it's the fact that you have the ability to read your own feelings and emotions and stuff and things, and then you act on that as well. You're very bold and courageous. And that's what a leader is what I'm hearing. Not only are they protective, they're intelligent and things like that. They know when to rationalize and stuff and when not to compromise. You understand? So it's qualities that you possess regardless of how other people feel about you that makes you perfect for this position, makes you perfect for whatever this is that is looking like it's being offered to you. Okay. And this could have required for you to remember certain things and is face your fears is what I'm seeing here with the life review courage underlying energy here. Stand up for yourself and what you believe in, period. That's what I'm seeing there. It's like people want you to remember where you coming from and all of this and that. And it's like, fuck where I came from. If that's the case, when it comes to that, they want you to be humble and shit like that. Like not knowing that where I came from is the reason why I'm so courageous, why I'm so strong, why I don't give up, why you know what I'm saying? That type of shit. They want you to remember it like it's gonna weaken you or some shit. When you think about where you came from, it strengthens you, it empowers you, it invigorates you. It fuels your fire. Truth be told, deep knowing, yang, the fire energy as well. So it fuels your fire, the tribe. And it's like you're not the only one. It's like you're not the only one. You're not alone. And you're not the only one when it comes to the shit. Whatever it is that you've been going through, you ain't the only one that been through it. You're not the only one going through it. Everybody been looking for a way out. You understand? Or a way through this shit with the chaos and conflict. And that's the whole point. With the because it's like shed and skin and shit. You going through force changes, a lot of it, right? And it's like not and everybody been going through it, not just you. Everybody that's in this shit. We all been collectively going through this shit. And that's what I'm hearing right now, low key. I'm hearing that song when it's like back to life, back to reality. And it's giving like a bunch of people waking up to reality, waking up out of the damn brainwashing and things like that. You understand? And it's causing chaos and conflict in your life because as you wake up to your divinity, as you wake up to who you truly are, and as you see things for what they really are, people for who they truly are, things like that, you stop looking at things for I want it to be this way and change and shit and stuff, but accepting shit as it is, then change can come naturally, right? So you up in that phase, and we all up in that. We all going through this shit. That's what it's looking like. And it's like people see you and they can say, oh, this person is moving in their ego or they're this or that or woo woo woo, but it's not. You're moving with fire. You understand? That's what you're moving with. Okay. It's like God and you know, put something up under you so you can go and so you can get the fuck up and actually make some noise and do some shit. You understand? Cause some conflict, cause some issues and stuff like that, right? And it's like that's what I'm seeing here. So it's looking like there's no one way to do this. You understand? And that's why the learning is very imperative here, that you don't close yourself off to learning, that you talk to other people, gain different perspectives and stuff like that, talk to other people who could have been through similar things as you and see how they handle things and stuff like that as well. And it's like you can know many different ways to handle and fix things, but nobody is the same. It's reminding me like of children, right? No child learns the same or grows at the same as another and things like that. And I guess it's the same for us when it comes to our us adults on our spiritual journey towards healing and towards ascension and growth and development. Because it's giving that. Like some people it seem like it's your growth was stunted, but now out of nowhere you learning again. And you got to. Like you've been in situations that's forcing you to learn certain lessons. No place like home, breathe. Okay. Never in the story, breathe. So it's like giving that. Somebody staying at home a lot because they feel like they need to be able to relax and to breathe. Okay. You could be having high anxiety and stuff when you go certain places and stuff like that. You could be finding more finding it harder to like catch your breath. And I feel like it's because you're feeling somebody else's feelings and emotions. They're anxious. They wanting to know whether you care about them or love them or not. They wondering why you're staying alone, why you just choosing to be in the house and just be alone, and why you're not I guess engaging with them or at least trying to engage with them, but they know why. But it's like somebody could feel like maybe it's because of the way that they look or something. They could really be thinking like, oh, maybe this person doesn't find me attractive or some shit. Somebody's wondering why some shit don't work. What is this here? Oh shit. I just heard some shit. You understand? I'm hearing that Kayla Nicole song. Ain't that her name, that young girl? And it's like I listened to that song. It's about 4 or 5 years old or some shit. I don't know. But it's literally called Recuperate. And she's saying, I just need some time, peace of mind to recuperate. If I keep going back and forth with you, I cannot elevate. Hold you down and keep me grounded. How am I gonna levitate? Work so hard to, I don't know. But she's saying, tell me, baby, where is my break? It's like somebody, I don't know. You getting tired. You done fed up with somebody, fam. And you got comfort here coming out and it says serendipity. You got some blessed changes or blessings coming into your life. It's giving like you's done with somebody. I feel like while you already was on an ascension journey, somebody just come piling more and more up on you. And what she's saying, she's working hard to like hold this person down or whatever the case may be. And but they holding her back at the same time and stuff like that. That's what it was giving. And then it's like the person so judgmental and stuff. She don't give a fuck. You understand? Reaching a point where I don't care how you think about me. I don't care what you feel. I don't care what you don't like. I don't give a fuck. So yeah, that's a never ending story with somebody. And it's like you're constantly being put up in these situations where you got to take your breath, where you need to take time away from this person while you're trying to connect with the person or something, or it's somebody else in your life too that is like just been holding you back while you've been trying to help them all these years to ground themselves and them. Nope. New life, courage. So it's not telling you to be courageous to choose new, choose something different than what you're used to, and it's given that you are doing that, and it's like somebody wishing that they ass would have grown and elevated and did the work on themselves instead of trying to force it on you, you know. And that's what it's seeming like here, because it's looking like the person, the same same people who's been trying to force healing up on you is fucked up, who's been wondering whether or not you were healed, like that YG song. That's so fucking crazy. Um, when she says, "How can I find somebody else?" I don't know, when she saying when she don't even love herself enough to know. You understand that type of shit. So these people who assume that you did not love yourself because of the way you was moving, when the way you was moving was because you just didn't give a fuck about what they didn't think, what anybody think anymore. You had already reached that point. You already been through your healing, and when you got through your healing, it said, "Show your ass on God. Show your ass." Literally, probably literally, figuratively, all of that type of shit. Show your ass. So when you showed your ass, they said you wasn't healed. Low key, it was like kiss my ass on God. And God wanted you to do that shit. Cause they were all judging you like they knew you and shit like that. So we got to be fair. God fueled you with passion. That's what it was. You were fueled with passion. And when you were fueled with passion, that passion led you to not give a fuck. It's I'm doing what the fuck I'm doing. You either like it, you hate it, I don't give a fuck, and you can get the fuck out of my way. That's all I know. So that's how you were moving. They assumed you were moving like that because you were angry, you were hateful, and you did not love yourself and shit like that. However you were moving. But it wasn't because of that. So we got peace here. So to be fair, you'll be granted with peace. Okay, moving forward, a peaceful soulmate connection with somebody is what I'm seeing here as well. Somebody it was about love and romance and stuff, or that has something to do with something as well. Okay, like you're not trying to gain that from nobody. Is what I'm seeing here. Chop wood, a change in the wind. Okay, but beloved one. I'm helping you with your soulmate relationship and changing a win. So yeah, something you were going in one direction and then it's like you were redirected. Okay. Redirected. And like I said, somebody really is your soulmate. And that's why when you went around them, you started thinking like that. The thing about a soulmate, we talk about that shit. Let's get into it then. That part right there. The thing about the soulmates is like they be put in your life to teach you lessons and shit, real shit. So you really like somebody, you feel drawn to them and all that type of shit. Then you get around this person and just to it's like your reality set in a different type of way, you know, and you start noticing like life is good and life is beautiful and things like that. And though you were around this person, it was some sort of a feeling of a detachment that you had. Mm, like you could feel the detachment, but at the same time, it's like a string or a pull, right? Keeping you connected to somebody that you feel a complete detachment with. I ain't gonna even lie. So my thing is you started to investigate that detachment. Lord, and then that gave you a passion for happiness. And I feel like you realized that you wasn't happy because of that person. You was happy because of yourself. And you realize that that person has nothing to do with your happiness at all. So when he's saying clean it, they say clean it up. Something about that as well. So with the moon cycle, something about the feelings and emotions and exactly. And it's like you got to be in control of your own feelings and emotions. Your happiness is your own responsibility and things like that. I feel like when you got around that person, that feeling set in, that thought set in, and that feeling set in, and things like that. And so you could have been wondering and not really being too close or sticking close by that person either, but it's because you felt the detachment and you felt the need to make sure that you're focusing on yourself. Make nobody gonna attend to you like that. So attend to yourself, period. And my thing is it shouldn't have been like that, but that's how it was. Okay. And I feel like in that moment, and when you started to feel that, you just completely started to detach from the person, taking your energy back, your power back. You feel like you gained what you needed to gain from the connection with the individual. If all it was to know was to understand and know that you really do love yourself, and to, you know what I'm saying, to remember to make sure happiness and all that type of stuff is your priorities for yourself. That's what it was. So now it seemed like a never ending story for somebody else on the other side because judgment is being called up in this situation. Okay. And it's for them to sit around and wonder and think whether or not you really love them or not. Because God providing you with what you need. They didn't want to provide it to you. That's the truth. That's your soulmate. That's what that purpose of that soulmate was for. Now you sitting around, I was telling y'all, you asking why about certain shit, why certain shit, and it's because of that. Sometimes God just wants you to know that you don't need nobody but God. We be literally, and it's like people like to stress, people need each other, but what about those people that y'all don't, y'all starve? Y'all stress people need each other so much. Okay. If that is the truth, what about the people that don't got nobody that you understand? If all of that is true, I feel like just to have a good connection with God and to be grounded in this earth, you will be good, fam. So that part. So whoever your soulmate is, they not able to take this side of you. Divine feminine is telling the truth. Truth be told, here, it's like they not able to take that. They used to women going crazy over them and all this and that. And the thing about it is, this person found it like a game. They would get thrills out of that type of shit and stuff like that. And it's like you not giving them the same type of energy, but you they soulmate. And it don't make no sense to them too. Because they got all these other people going crazy over them and all this and that, and they go on board with that shit. But the thing about it is like you not gonna ever be like that for them. So that leave that person questioning whether or not. So it's not me that needed the healing, my baby. It was you all along. Deep knowing, truth be told. It wasn't me that needed it, it's you. So co-creating here, you were supposed to work together with that person so you don't end up fucked up like that. Because it's like the meeting, you understand? It was a powerful meeting. You understand? That's what I'm seeing here. Truth be told, clear audience. It was a very powerful meeting. You understand? And it was significant meaning to the meeting. It was a reason why you were being divinely guided outside of the fact that the people pulling on your energy, God will never send you anywhere where you're meant to be harmed. So understand there's always going to be something else, whether you know it or not, whether that is to be gained from a mission that the Lord is sending you on, whether they know it or not. People calling and pulling on your energy, not knowing that God allowing you to hear it, feel it, you know what I'm saying, and know it for a reason. You had to go retrieve something. That's what it was. Whether they was willing to, it was something on the table. Whether they was willing to give it or not. Truth be told, oh what? Oh God. Deep knowing there. And what was it? It was your happiness. You took it back. You took it back. Your peace, whatever it was, you took it back. Okay, counselor, deep knowing. You're a natural counselor. Many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So that part is whatever this person connection you have with this person, you will want to go silent and stuff like that often. You shouldn't have been because you're a fucking natural counselor. People benefit from you yapping and talking and stuff. People are healing because you're doing that shit. So you get with a person that make you feel like you don't want to say shit to nobody and you want to be by yourself and you keep going into these hermit modes because of this motherfucker. Fuck them. Though you keep coming out with profound wisdom, and light and you know what I'm saying, and light and all of that type of stuff. It's like, yeah, I don't know about that connection, right? Period. So you get saying the higher power, you got a leg up, God assisting you. Okay. So it's also saying something about taking a nap, getting yourself some rest and stuff like that. But yes, it's like somebody trying to cause some chaos and conflict up in your life, but you're being prepared. A certain situation, I'm gonna be honest, it happened out of nowhere and shit threw you for a loop. But it was just to prepare you for something that is to come. You understand? To make sure you're prepared. It's like reminding me of what they call them side quests now, right? And when I started this shit, it's like I learned it as though they are divine detours. So they calling them side quests and shit like that. And it's like you going on a side quest, you better make sure you actually retrieving something. A quest is never for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? These ain't just adventures for nothing. That's what I'm. So if you went on a detour, there's a skill that you needed to acquire because whatever it is that you ask God for, you're not yet equipped. So you got to go through some sort of strength training lessons and things like that, so that you can be equipped for whatever it is that you ask God for. So even your side quests need to have substance. You understand that part right there? You don't just do shit because you need a distraction. Clear cognizance, a leg up. So that part right there is giving that you're supposed to go lay under another man or another woman or whatever the case may be, so you can get over somebody else. That ain't how you did it. That's not how we do this. Period. It's not how it's done. So yeah, say natural counselor. You're a natural counselor. Many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So yes, there's a change in the wind because somebody expected to suppress that. They expected you to suppress that. That like knowing that you actually do help people. Patience. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need more nurturing and more patience. And then after that, we got gifts from God. It's like while you're being patient, you'll be blessed. So that's what I'm hearing. And God telling you to remain flexible. Okay, clean up around your home and stuff like that. And then don't book up your schedule. Remain flexible. You need some time open for something that is to come. And it say all is well, everything is happening exactly as it needs to with hidden blessings that you will soon understand. And then divine order as well, saying everything is how it needs to be right now. So look past illusions to see the underlying order. So reckoning is happening. Okay. And people have been trying to cast illusions during this time. People have been casting illusions during this time where balance is being restored. So they want you to think like it's not. That your shit is fucked up and it's going to continue to be and things, but it's only because they've been running around scrambling like chickens with their heads cut off, trying to cause issues in your life, cause you distractions, cause you things to like take your time, your energy, your attention, and you be focused all up on that shit rather than what's important. And you've been doing well to say fuck that shit, whatever it may be. So yes, good morning, y'all. Grand rising, rise and shine, rise and grind, all of that. You understand? It's like I woke up and I was writing in my journal. And it's like the message was kind of deep. So what these cards all just flipped out in the reverse. It says unfinished symphony in the reverse, clear your space in the reverse, and observer in the reverse. Somebody's no longer watching you, or you no longer watching somebody. You have cleared them from your space. You feel like it's over. There's no like unfinished symphony, meaning it's not over, but it's in the reverse. It's over, it's done, and you're okay. That's what I see. And you have a bond with children in particular. You can help children who are sensitive. That's what you're wanting to do with your time, your energy, your blessings, your gifts. You want to use them to assist children. That's what I see. And it's probably a lot of you adults who may need to get into that field, okay, or just, because what they say about that, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child, and both activities are important for you. Some of y'all really do need that. So flexible here. Yeah, something you had to cut out and stuff because also you needed to be flexible. So it's like something that you were doing and it's like you just stopped it out of nowhere abruptly. So this is what it is. It's like you know how when in the Bible, biblical days and stuff, how they were delivering messages from God and letting people know like Babylon is going to fall or come, all of that type of shit, right? So up in these times, you've been letting people know that certain people are about to rise. This is their rise, and so whoever's against it, that's clearly meaning it's going to be their fall. Do you understand? And this is a part of divine order, not the law and order, justice system and stuff like that, judicial system in the world and your government. This is about some deep, serious shit. Okay, so it's time for certain people to rise, and it's time for their oppressors to fall. So who's wanting to learn about some shit like that right now? Career transition. Okay. So it's a blank slate here too. So it's like also up in a certain situation, I feel like there's been peace. Okay. However, there is a certain position that you're going to be granted to help maintain that peace. I heard peace between nations. And somebody that's exactly what it is giving you were born to oversee nations. And they trying to play with you and downplay your purpose, trying to get you to play games and shit like that with them. And it's like soften your heart with respect to the situation and everybody involved because it's given like somebody was misjudged. Either you were misjudged and you could have possibly even misjudged somebody. Well, we got loyal heart. And it's like somebody was loyal. Even though they were, I don't know, they doing weird shit and they could say they doing it to help you. You understand? Shit that just be annoying, stressful, and unnecessary. But they really believe deep down in their heart that they was doing some shit to help you. That's what's stupid about that. Dude said that's what's stupid about it. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously. Like a mother, but you didn't know that person to know what they need. You listening to everybody else. You're seeing pictures on the internet or whatever the case may be, and thinking that you know something, know exactly what somebody needs. So you doing all this fuck shit up in somebody's life, thinking you helping them, and you actually making matters worse. Instead of taking your time out to actually get to know the person, you distant, you setting up boundaries and barriers and stuff like that. You treating that person like they're a threat in your life because you doing fucked up shit behind the scenes. So we got milk and honey outdoors. Okay, so go outdoors, get some fresh air, connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Yeah, because you're being blessed. God's showing you natural blessings because they wanted to starve you. I'm gonna just be honest. When I say starve you, it could have been literal food or money or whatever. Resources, whatever the earthly people do, period. To make you know what I'm saying? That they was withholding material shit from you, things that come from the earth and stuff. So like money and material things. And you looked at that as like that don't even measure nobody's heart. That's not, so I don't care about that. Just because you got all that don't mean that your heart is golden, my nigga. You got gold on your hand. Fuck you mean. That part. People misunderstood you. They mistook you for somebody else. I ain't gonna even lie. And I remember keep hearing that shit, that Trinidad James, gold Lord of my right. It's gold on my watch. Don't believe me, just watch. And it's like somebody could be that type of a person, but it's like, what's in your fucking heart? I don't give a fuck about what's on your hand, what's up on your wrist, what's up on your neck. The fuck is up in your heart? You are safe, milk and honey. So yes, there's some chaos and conflict. There was some chaos and conflict because somebody's going through some changes and it's dangerous. That's what I'm hearing. Look in your eyes. That shit is dangerous. That look in your eyes, something like that. So it's like you've been going through some changes, chaos and conflict. You understand? So this could have also been energy that has been sent towards you, and but all it did is cause you to shed old skin, and develop new, thicker skin, tougher skin. So we got gentleness. I also feel like that as well. I think a situation where it was chaos and conflict and stuff, you could have approached it from with a gentle energy, and that really shook some shit up because you gave it the opposite energy. Somebody you were an alchemist. That's the thing about it. You could have been in a setting where all eyes on you, and it's a lot of jealousy, enviousness, and or even hate, and it could have been chaotic situation if you would allow it to be, or if you would have shifted your energy up in a towards whatever people were trying to provoke from you. But it's looking like you met it with gentleness and peace. Okay, so we got message in a bottle, loyal heart, and deep knowing. Somebody loyal to somebody, somebody knows that somebody is like, it's a message that is not very direct. Okay. The message in the bottle is not a direct message. It's one that got to be caught. You gotta keep your ears open, stay focused and shit like that so you don't miss that message. So by good fortune, you got balance coming into your life. If you got any type of judicial court situations going on, you're going back and forth to court, things going in your favor. I think through a lot of it, you and somebody had a real rocky relationship. And I feel like somebody mentally is disturbed because you still was loyal to them regardless of whatever they done. And it's not just that you was loyal to them, it's giving you loyalty to yourself. And I feel like being loyal to yourself and in being loyal to that person, I feel like you feel your mindset just said like they gonna learn or they gonna, you know what I'm saying? They eventually gonna see that I wasn't doing shit wrong to them and that's what happened. And but now they fucked up because they was attacking you and they know they was attacking you now for no reason. They been knowing that shit though. Moon cycles here, teaching and learning. So you teaching people about how the moon affects their energy and stuff like that. How to how to protect their energy and capitalize upon their own energy. So it's time for you to be prosperous. And that's why it's like is you gotta it's because your life finna change. Yeah, you're not gonna be around the same people and things like that anymore. Hi, good morning. Rise and shine, rise and grind, y'all. Yes, you have a new life here in comfort with the tribe. So it's like you're going to be moving forward towards people that's that resonates with you more, and it's given like it's okay. You know what I'm saying, and put a crown on your head type shit, bro, or give you like the, you know what I'm saying? It's like a party favor or some shit like that. But no, it's kind of like that, but it's not, and that's what I was hearing and stuff like that too. But it's giving it like that one song when it's like, "It's a real nigga party, you cannot get in." That right there, that's what I was hearing. So it was giving like, is you are accepted or invited. You understand? But this not something for everybody. This not anybody and everybody just can't do this. But we got victory in milk and honey. Milk and honey. It's not for everybody. And it's given that you was cold. I was finna say cold. Okay, so you was cold enough. That's what I'm hearing. But I was wanting to say you were bold enough to go get it, to take it, or to make it happen. But something about you being cold, ice cold. You understand victory here. Detached your feelings and your emotions from everybody and everything. Took your power back. Take your power back. Okay, use your God given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. And that's what it was. So, this person that constantly been attacking you, wondering why you constantly doing good, it's because you don't wish them shit, not hell, not well, not nothing. You use all your power and your intention, your energy to manifest up in your life, and it's somebody you got big energy, so you can't be sitting around wishing the bad things on motherfuckers or just wanting them to get fucked up because they will. But that's one of your wishes. Why you use your wish for that? Oh my God. If you want to think about it up in them ways, you understand why would you use your wish for something when like you not knowing about karma? That's what it is. They gonna get dealt with either way. So why use your wish to speed it up or to whatever? Why use your wishes, that are that you blessed with to make yourself happy to hurt somebody else, and then you don't see no blessing out of that. Sometimes y'all don't even be happy when y'all see people go through shit. Y'all don't be thinking that's enough. So why use your wish for that shit anyways, or use your energy, right? Instead of saying like it's a wish, but your energy, your inner resources. Somebody been going through hell and swearing you been a reason, right? And your ass ain't been thinking about them. And if you have, you've been thinking like, Lord, make them stop thinking about me. Looking at make these people because you gifted, you could tell when they are. Sometimes you hear the exact thoughts and it's the fucking exact voice. You can hear the people's conversations they having with other people. You know what they've been saying about you. You know what they've been plotting and planning. And they sitting around confused why you don't want nobody. A change in the wind here. And beloved one. So mending here, some sort of mending needs to go on between two soulmates. Is what I'm seeing here. And it's like somebody, what the hell going on? Because it's looking like you being redirected to heal a relationship or connection with somebody. You refuse to play their game. And it's like somebody try to do some shit like, what they say they gonna put some fire under a motherfucker. They try to provoke you in so many ways and you just still refuse to play their game. Like I don't like it. I don't want to. Oh my God. So we got relationship harmony here. It's reminding me of that love and basketball shit. I ain't gonna even lie. The movie, the actual movie. And like how they be playing basketball when they was younger, but it's like clearly y'all don't play the same. And so they end up playing basketball, but now they fighting on the court, rolling around the damn court and stuff like that. Cause you don't play the same. And you foul and this and that and they try to get away with some shit. And you don't got as much skill as me. And that part right there. And your daddy not better than LeBron. What the fuck going on? Or your daddy not better than Kobe? Who's on this bullshit? Y'all. But no, for real though. They arguing over shit that don't even y'all childish, okay? So relationship harmony here, courage. Be courageous and stand up for what you believe in. So I guess that's what made your person or somebody. And it's like you start standing up for yourself. They seen a whole different side of you. They seen some sort of power and strength and things. And then this person starts to feel like, oh my God, I believe in this person. I don't know why my voice changed. Oh my God, I really truly believe in this person. They're awesome. That person's so strong and so courageous. Yeah, it's crazy because it's like that. It's like somebody who's like they look up to you or they admire you, period. And that's the type of partner that you need. Whereas like in the past you could have had a partner, that part right there. That was like really weird. And I was trying to say power, somebody like being weird about power too. But this person, they looked up to anybody and everybody but you. You understand? They admired everybody but you. Everything about you, something was always wrong with something. You understand? That type of shit. So gifts from God coming out because you've been through like a lot of like loneliness or isolation and things like that. It was for your growth and development mostly. Like you needed to step away from people to learn because you're supposed to be a leader. So it's like your path is just it requires some unique lessons, like I said before. Clear cognizance here. Pay attention to the thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. So yeah, moving forward, you're going to be blessed in the mind, okay, with some ideas and things like that that is going to help you. And you don't that's what I'm seeing here. Uh, especially where mending is concerned, you got relationship harmony and mending lining up with each other. That is crazy. It's like they both lined up with each other. And the gifts from God is causing a change in the wind. So I feel like people tried to control your destiny and you would have been stirred, it's like you steered down a very dark path, and you probably were at a certain point in time. Certain things that people have done to you have activated these spiritual gifts and abilities within you. Is what I'm seeing here. Also crossing paths with a certain soulmate and falling out with them. Okay. Courage. So be courageous as you move forward, okay? And act up on your thoughts and things like that. And it's like, cause you're not alone. So certain thoughts and ideas that are coming to you. It's like being dropped on you, spiritual downloads, or even some things through conversation with other people and stuff that's gonna just stand out more to you than other things, right? So message in a bottle, it's the truth. Loyal heart, deep knowing, imagine, and blessed. Okay, so that part too. Use your thoughts and things like that to create beautiful things in your mind. Okay, experiences. All right. And with that being said, everybody take care.